everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a video all about the different types of cast members that you will meet on your Disney College program. I was talking with my friend the other day about this and all the different people that you meet, and there are many different characters that you're going to meet, not just in the parks and your days off, but on your shifts as well. Quick background, I did 2 Disney cultural exchange programs, which are international Disney college programs, summer 2018 and 2017, and this is all based on my experience. It's not meant to cause any offence to anyone. We don't like causing offence in the Disney community. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first people I'm going to talk about are the character performers, and they fall into 2 groups. The first one is going to be the people who, they're not just friends with their character, they are obsessed with them. They have every single pin of their character on it. If there's a shirt with the character on, they're gonna buy it. If there's a show that they're in, they are going to see that every time they're in the park. They have every piece of merchandise. It is all over their Instagram. Great character integrity. You'll see their bag when they're on the way to work and it'll have like stuff all over it for the character they're friends with, and yeah. Then the second type of character performer are going to be the people who act like they are in the CIA. As a merchandise cast member, when you check guests out, you ask them, do you have any discounts? And then if it's a cast member, they say, yep, I am a cast member. They show their blue ID, and then typically what you do is you say, oh, where do you work, or what's your role? So the normal response, people say like, oh, I work at Primeval Well or whatever. But then typically if it's a character performer, they say, oh, I'm in entertainment. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then I won't say anything else because I know sometimes they don't know what they can say. And then they'll be like,
I can't tell you what I do.
I'm like, I didn't ask what you do. And then occasionally I'll be like, oh, like, are you a performer? They're like, yes. And you're just kind of stand there like, okay, that's the end of that conversation. And then one time I had a former character performer I worked with in merchandise, and this was like my first week, and I was like, oh, who are you friends with? She was like,
there's no way I can tell you that, honey.
It's like, you're not even a performer anymore. What's the big deal? After that, we then have the wannabe character performers. These are the people who auditioned to be in entertainment, but they didn't make the cut, or maybe they are going to audition. So these people know all the routines already. They will go to the shows and they will stand there doing it, and all the guests are looking at them like, who the hell is this chick? They know all the words to everything. They know all of the entertainment cast members, and they will tag them on their Insta stories like, oh, so nice seeing Snow today. Shame at Lucy Smith couldn't be there to see her. And they will always make sure to tag it. They are so set. They will tell you when they are auditioning, and it's like all they care about basically. They'll often also critique the people who are in entertainment, be like,
she doesn't even look like the person she's friends with.
It's like, just move on, you weren't chosen, be happy in your role. Then we come to one of my personal favourites, the Walt Worshipper. So they have probably been with the company for a while, and they know all the Disney history and the trivia, but what will happen is they'll see something in the park and they'll go,
Walt wouldn't have wanted that.
Like, they're the ones when they introduce alcohol that are like fuming and they can't believe the parks are being violated in this way. Like, say cast members can have water bottles on stage, and it has to be like a standard water bottle with a black cap and everything. They'll be the one where if you have like a red cap in your bottle, will be like,
this is Walt's park. You can't have a red cap on your water bottle.
They are like super extra, and everything is about Walt, and everything has to be the way he wanted it to be, and they're like super traditionalist, and they do not want to see the parks progress. They want them to stay as they were in 1971, and if they never change, then they would be happy. Like, one time I was literally just leaning on the register ever so slightly because I was tired. I'd worked like 8 hours already, and they were like,
Walt wouldn't have wanted that.
I'm sorry, I just needed a second. Walt is not here to tell me. Please back off. We then have people who might overlap with the Walt Worshipper, but I prefer to think of them as separate. And these are the people who are just Disney through and through. They were raised on sunshine and magic and sparkles, and they are just the purest souls. They live and breathe the company. They call everyone princess, and it doesn't even sound weird. At first when you meet them, you think they're fake. All the little kids are obsessed with them. They can often be in the area known as like the grandma or the CP mum, and they are just so sweet and everyone loves them, and they probably get like 10 cast compliments a day, and they're always getting full keys cards, and they are just the sweetest, basically. We then come to a big group of people that you are going to be part of. These are the CPs, or college programmers, and within that I like to think that there are, again, 3 subsections. The first one is going to be the snoozer. They call out all the time, they are always late, they never seem to be doing their job, you don't really know why they came here, how they got a place, you don't know how they haven't been termed yet, and they are just sleeping their way through the program. They are never in the parks. When they try to when you try to make plans with them, they just cancel because they fell asleep. They're just snoozing through life. Then on the opposite end of the scale, we have number 2, the career student. They came to Disney with a plan. They were going to start as a CP, become a trainer within their 6 months, extend their program, go into relief coordinator, become a coordinator, eventually they will be a leader. They have the steps planned out. If there's an extra shift to pick up, they will take it. They are best friends with all the leaders and all the leaders love them. They are so hardworking. You will never meet as driven a person as the CP career student. Then we have the third category, which is basically everyone else. They came to Disney thinking it's going to be kind of fun, but in reality they kind of wanted to do more playing in the parks than actually working. However, they show up, they do their hours, they enjoy themselves, but it is just a means to an end to play in the parks. They are doing their internship or CP, then they're going back to college to finish school, but they will forever, for the rest of their life, say it was the best experience of their life and these will be the glory days. Then we have the EHH cast member. So this could be a CP, or it could just apply to anyone who's working as like an hourly cast member within the company. And EHH means extra hours hotline. Basically it means anyone who goes to work in a location that isn't their assigned location. So they either are trading them on shift trade pages for like merchandise or something, or they're picking them up on the hub, which is like the central thing for scheduling at Disney. If there's a shift going anywhere, they will take it, they will try it out. They wear a different costume every single day. No one's quite sure where they actually work. They're known by people in all of the parks, and they just want to try something new all the time. Normally this is a CP who wasn't happy with their home location, but not always. Sometimes it's just the people who just want some extra money or to kind of like spice up their week. The final category I'm going to come to is the Disney influencer, and these again fall into 2 subsections. These are all basically people who have gained a following on social media through working in the parks. This could be through Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, just some of them. They become like a kind of personality, and they frequently have fans come visit them at their location. So then we come into the subsection. The first ones, they kind of cross over with the like Disney through and through cast members from earlier. They are the sweetest people you will ever meet. They deserve their following. They are super, super nice, and everyone who knows them loves them, and they have gained their following for a reason and they deserve it. We then have the other subsection of people who are influencers who suddenly think that because they have some followers on Instagram, they are better than everyone else at their location, and they start acting like a celebrity, when in reality they are still earning $10 an hour like everyone else. Often these are CPs, but it doesn't always have to be. If it's CPs, it's even sadder because it means that like their fame is very short-lived and they're about to go home and realize that no one actually cares about them outside of the parks, and it's gonna just crash. But they kind of have an inflated ego and it's kind of annoying. That's the tea on that one. They always get sent free stuff. Their Instagram story is always an unboxing. They have all the discount codes, and honestly, good on them for like making the most of the fact that they have a job at a very cool company. But that is just the 2 subsections that you're typically going to find of the Disney influencer. So that is all the categories that I'm going to talk about today. This video is just a little bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously, don't get offended by it. But it was just something me and my friend were talking about, and it was kind of funny to us about all the different people you meet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any types of cast members you think maybe that I have missed, or maybe comment the one that you think that you fall into personally if you are or have been a cast member. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. I try and post every single Sunday if possible, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.